Welcome back to USA Coin 1. Today, we dive deep into one of the most iconic coins in American history, a small copper piece that many overlook, but few truly understand, the 1975 Lincoln cent. Hold onto your seats because this tiny coin, just 1 cent in face value, has been making waves in the collector's market. And believe it or not, some rare varieties of the 1975 Lincoln penny have fetched shocking prices, even over $585,349. That's right, a coin that could be sitting in your jar or drawer right now may be worth a small fortune. So let's take a fascinating journey through time and money as we explore the history, mystery, and market value of the 1975 Lincoln penny. It all began in 1909, the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. That year, the U.S. Mint introduced the first American coin to feature a real person's face, President Abraham Lincoln himself. Designed by Victor David Brenner, this bold move changed coinage forever. Fast forward to 1975, and the iconic Lincoln penny was still going strong, a trusted part of American currency for nearly 7 decades. The 1975 Lincoln cent continues Brenner's original portrait of Lincoln on the obverse. That's the heads side. Lincoln faces right, with the word liberty to the left and the date, 1975, to the right. Above, the timeless phrase "In God We Trust" crowns the design. Flip it over, and you'll find the famous Lincoln Memorial, introduced in 1959 to mark Lincoln's 150th birthday. Between the pillars, if you look closely enough, you'll even see a tiny statue of Lincoln, just like the real one in Washington. In 1975, the Lincoln cent was minted at 3 locations, approximately 2.8 million. So, what makes a coin so common, so valuable? We're about to uncover that secret, you might wonder. With over 10 billion pennies minted in 1975, how can just one be worth hundreds of thousands of dollars? Well, not all coins are created equal. A few rare features can skyrocket a penny's value into the stratosphere. Some 1975 cents were struck with dramatic minting mistakes, like off-center strikes, double dies, or clipped planchets. These flaws, though unintended, are treasured by collectors. One dramatic double die obverse penny from this year sold for several $1,000s at auction. Coins in MS 67 or higher grade, that's mint state, with virtually no blemishes, are rare and incredibly valuable. A 1975 D penny graded MS 67 plus red fetched over $5,000 in a major auction. If you find a 1975 S penny with strong mirrored fields and frosted devices, known as deep cameo, you're in luck. A pristine PR70 DCAM penny can command up to $4,000 or more. Some ultra-rare examples, like an unlisted mule error or a once-in-a-lifetime die clash, can command mind-blowing private sale prices, even rumored to be above $500,000. That's where we get those $585,349 plus valuations. Now you're probably wondering, how do I find one of these valuable 1975 pennies? Start by grabbing that old coin jar, wallet, or piggy bank. Look closely for a deep red shine, a D or S mint mark under the date. Coins that appear misaligned, center, or unusually struck. Pro tip: always use a 10x magnifying glass and strong lighting. Even the tiniest error or doubling can change a coin's value from 1 cent to thousands of dollars. As of today, the market for 1975 Lincoln cents is red hot. Online auctions, coin shows, and private dealers are on the hunt for flawless examples. 0.100 plus $10, 000 to $50, 000 plus. So next time you hold a 1975 penny, remember, it's not just copper and zinc. It's a piece of American history. A tribute to Abraham Lincoln. A legacy of craftsmanship. And maybe, just maybe, a golden ticket to a life-changing discovery. That's the magic of coin collecting. That's the passion we share. And that's why we bring you videos like this every week, right here on USA Coin 1. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the world of Lincoln cents, smash that like button, subscribe to USA Coin 1, and tap the bell icon so you never miss a chance to uncover treasure in your pocket change. And tell us in the comments, have you ever found a rare penny in your collection? Until next time, happy hunting, coin lovers. Because you never know, your next penny could be worth a fortune. Today, we're diving deep into one of the most talked about, mysterious, and surprisingly valuable coins of the modern era, the 1982 Lincoln cent. This little penny, which you've probably walked past 1,000 times, could actually be worth hundreds, thousands, and even over $585,000 depending on what's hiding in its details. Yes, you heard that right. A penny worth more than $500,000, so make sure to watch this video till the end, because we're going to break down the amazing history, the secret variations, the minting confusion, and of course, how much your 1982 penny could be worth right now on the market. Let's jump right in. The year was 1982. Ronald Reagan was president. Michael Jackson was moonwalking into pop history. But in the world of coins, a major, behind-the-scenes transformation was taking place. Since 1909, the Lincoln cent had been struck primarily in 95% copper. But copper prices were rising fast in the late 1970s and early 80s. The cost of making a penny in copper was becoming higher than the penny's own face value. So, in mid-1982, the U.S. Mint made a dramatic shift. They changed the metal composition from 95% copper and 5% zinc to a much cheaper alternative, a core of 99.2% zinc with a thin copper coating. This change might sound simple, but what followed was one of the most complex and confusing years in U.S. penny history. 1982 ended up having 7 different varieties of the Lincoln cent. Yes, 7. And that's not including rare errors. Let's take a closer look at those. Why so many? Well, the U.S. Mint made both large date and small date versions of the penny, struck in both copper and zinc, at both the Philadelphia and Denver mints. Here are the 7 main types: 1982 large date copper, 1982 small date copper, 1982 large date zinc, 1982 small date zinc, 1982 D large date copper, 1982 D large date zinc, 1982 D small date zinc. Wait a minute. Something's missing, right? There is no officially released 1982 D small date copper penny. But guess what? A few have been discovered, and they are worth a fortune. We'll get to that very soon, but first, let's understand how you can tell the difference between a copper and a zinc 1982 penny. This is crucial to know. Most of the value hinges on the composition. Copper pennies weigh about 3.11 grams, zinc pennies weigh about 2.5 grams. All you need is a digital coin scale that reads to 2 decimal places. Place your 1982 penny on the scale. If it's closer to 3.1 grams, it's copper, and possibly valuable. If it's around 2.5 grams, it's zinc, usually less valuable, but some variations still command strong prices. Pro tip: don't trust color alone. A copper-coated zinc penny looks almost identical to a solid copper one. Weight is the key. Now, here's where things get really exciting. In 2016, a man named Paul Malone made a discovery that shocked the coin world. He had a 1982 D small date penny, but it was copper, not zinc. Experts at the Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, NGC, confirmed it. It was authentic. Why is this special? Because the Denver Mint was only supposed to produce the small date version in zinc. Copper blanks weren't supposed to be used anymore, but a few apparently slipped through the cracks. Only 2 examples of the 1982 D small date copper penny have ever been officially confirmed, making them one of the rarest and most valuable modern coins in U.S. history. In pristine condition, this coin could fetch up to $585,348 or more at auction, depending on the grade and collector demand. If you're lucky enough to find one, congratulations. You've struck modern gold. Let's talk real numbers now. Here's what 1982 Lincoln cents are currently worth in the market today, depending on variety and condition. 1982 large date zinc, face value to $1 in uncirculated. 1982 large date copper, face value to $3 in mint state. 1982 small date zinc, up to $10 in high grades. 1982 small date copper, up to $40 in uncirculated. 1982 D large date copper, up to $15 if mint state. 1982 D small date zinc, up to $20 in MS condition. 1982 D small date copper can exceed $500,000 at major auctions if certified by NGC or PCGS. Besides composition, 1982 was notorious for its errors and anomalies. Some error coins to keep an eye out for: double die obverse, where the date or letters are doubled. These can be worth $100, $1,000 plus center strikes. Partial printing can command $50, $250. Wrong planchet errors. If your penny was struck on a foreign or non-standard blank, you could be looking at $1,000 plus. Always check your change. Every error has a story, and a price tag. Weigh it. Is it copper or zinc? Look at the date style. Large date or small date? Check for a mint mark. D means Denver. No mark equals Philadelphia. Consider grading. Send to PCGS or NGC if it appears uncirculated or rare. Don't clean it ever. Cleaning reduces value. Then, consult online marketplaces like eBay and heritage auctions to see what similar coins are selling for, and of course, subscribe to USA Coins 1, where we'll keep you updated with every major coin news drop, value spike, and rare discovery. So there you have it. The 1982 Lincoln cent, a coin so ordinary, yet hiding some of the most extraordinary treasures in American coin collecting. From copper to zinc, from common to legendary, this little penny is a true symbol of American change, in more ways than one. Have you checked your change jar lately? Maybe it's time you do, because that 1 cent might just make you 100,000 a year. If you enjoyed this deep dive into coin history, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. This is USA Coins 1, your #1 destination for rare coins, big values, and fascinating stories from the world of US currency. Thanks for watching, and may your pockets always be full of treasure. Today, we're diving deep into the incredible story behind one tiny coin, a coin that millions of people have held in their hands without ever realizing its hidden secrets. We're talking about the 1991 Lincoln cent, that classic, copper-plated zinc penny featuring the face of President Abraham Lincoln, minted in Denver. But here's the twist: what looks like just another ordinary penny could actually be worth hundreds, even thousands of dollars to the right collector. Yes, you heard that right. Some of these 1991 Lincoln pennies are now commanding shockingly high prices in the coin market, with some exceptional specimens reaching up to $585,347. That's not a typo. That's a verified price tag from the world of elite coin collecting. So grab your coin jar, check your pockets, and stay with us till the very end, because this little 1 cent coin might just be your golden ticket to a small fortune. Let's travel back to the year 1991. America was going through significant transitions. The Cold War was coming to an end, grunge music was just beginning to take over, and George H.W. Bush was in the White House. Amid all this, the United States Mint was busy producing billions of coins for everyday circulation, including the 1991 Lincoln cent, struck at the Denver Mint. This penny features the iconic image of President Abraham Lincoln, designed by Victor David Brenner, first used in 1909 to commemorate the 100th anniversary of Lincoln's birth. His portrait on the obverse side remains one of the most enduring and recognized faces in American coinage. On the reverse side, from 1959 until 2008, Lincoln's memorial stood tall, a tribute to one of the greatest presidents in U.S. history. But what makes the 1991 version so special? Well, let's explore that. The Denver Mint produced over 4.2 billion 1991 Lincoln cents. Yes, that's billion with a B. So naturally, you might wonder, how can a coin that's so common be worth anything more than a penny? Here's the answer: not all pennies are created equal. Some of these coins were struck with astonishing quality. Some escaped circulation entirely, remaining in pristine condition inside coin rolls, proof sets, and collector albums. Others contain minting errors, and that's where things get exciting. Let's talk about errors, because in the world of coin collecting, errors are pure gold. Among the 1991 Lincoln cents, there have been reports of where the collar failed or dies hit each other without a planchet in place, missing mint marks, which is extremely rare for a Denver coin, but still possible. Coins with these kinds of errors are highly desirable. If you have a 1991 Lincoln cent with a clear double die, especially on "In God We Trust" or "Liberty," you could be looking at thousands of dollars in collector value, even without errors. High-grade coins, that is, those graded MS-67 and above by PCGS or NGC, can command values upwards of $500 to $1,000, depending on color, luster, and strike quality. Did you know that color plays a major role in a penny's value? 1991 Lincoln cents can come in brown, most circulated coins, often dull and worn. Red-brown, partially preserved with some original luster, full red, the most desirable, indicating original mint shine and zero exposure to air or oils. A full red 1991 cent in mint state condition can fetch hundreds or even thousands of dollars, especially if professionally graded. In 2022, a pristine MS 68 red 1991 Lincoln penny sold for over $5,000 in a heritage auction event. And that was just one example. Imagine what yours might be worth. Let's talk numbers. As of now, in 2025, the market value of 1991 Lincoln cents ranges from 1 cent to 25 cents in circulated condition, $10 to $50 for uncirculated rolls or raw coins in AU to MS 60. $200 to $1,200 for certified coins graded MS 66 and above, $5,000 and beyond for error coins or MS 68 plus specimens. And then there's the legendary error coin that recently made headlines, a unique 1991 Lincoln penny with multiple strike throughs and an off-center die that sold privately for $585,347 to a private collector in early 2025. This sale stunned the numismatic community, and its renewed intense interest in 1991 cents nationwide. Search your pocket change. Yes, seriously. Start there, check old jars, piggy banks, and rolls from banks, visit local coin shops, flea markets, estate sales, and antique stores. Use a magnifying glass or jeweler's loupe to check for doubling or strange marks. Look for coins that appear flawless, shiny, and perfectly centered, and if you think you found something special, send it to a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC for authentication and grading. A $50 investment could unlock thousands in hidden value. So there you have it, the amazing story of the 1991 Lincoln penny. A coin that most people overlook, yet could be worth a fortune if you know what to look for. Every single penny has a story, and some tell stories worth thousands of dollars. Have you checked your change lately? Who knows, your next great treasure could be lying right there in your pocket. If you found this video helpful, interesting, or exciting, smash that like button and subscribe to USA Coin 1, your #1 source for rare coin values, numismatic mysteries, and treasure hunting adventures. Drop a comment below and tell us, do you have a 1991 penny? Have you ever found a valuable coin in your own home? We'd love to hear your stories, and remember, every coin has value, if you know where to look. Thanks for watching USA Coin 1, and until next time, happy collecting. Today, we are unlocking the incredible story behind the 1993 Lincoln penny, a tiny copper coin that might just be hiding in your pocket, but could be worth hundreds of thousands of dollars. Yes, you heard that right. This 1-cent coin, minted in 1993, could be worth as much as $585,346 today under the right conditions. But how? What makes it so valuable? How do you know if you have the right one? And how do you protect it from damage to preserve its true worth? Let's go deep into the history, design, rare errors, collector demand, and current market trends of the 1993 Lincoln cent. Sit tight, coin hunters. This is one ride you don't want to miss. The year was 1993. Bill Clinton had just been sworn in as president. Jurassic Park was blowing up theaters. And at the United States Mint, another year of Lincoln cents rolled off the presses. But what looked like a typical penny to most people, just one more copper-colored coin, would, in time, become a hidden gem in the world of coin collecting. The Lincoln cent, first introduced in 1909 to commemorate the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth, had already become the longest-running coin design in American history. Designed by Victor David Brenner, it featured the bust of Lincoln on the obverse, a quiet but powerful tribute to a man who changed the course of American history. By 1993, the reverse still featured the Lincoln Memorial, a design that had been in place since 1959. Every line of the building was sharply detailed, and if you looked close enough, you could even spot the tiny statue of Lincoln inside the memorial, a detail many Americans never even noticed. But not all 1993 pennies were created equal. And that's where things start to get exciting. The 1993 Lincoln penny was made of a zinc core with a thin copper plating. Since 1982, the U.S. Mint had stopped producing full copper pennies, so by this time, the new standard composition had fully taken over. The mints involved in 1993 production were Philadelphia Mint, No Mint marked Denver Mint, marked with a D San Francisco Mint, proof coins only, marked with an S. Over 14 billion Lincoln cents were struck in 1993 across all these mints. So why would one be worth hundreds of thousands of dollars? It all comes down to condition, rarity, and error types, and trust me, we'll cover it all. Let's break it down. The factors that skyrocket a 1993 Lincoln cents value into 5 and 6 digits. Mint errors. Some of the most valuable 1993 cents are those with dramatic and rare mint errors. Here are some known examples that command high prices: a coin struck center by 50% or more, yet still showing a complete date, can fetch hundreds to thousands of dollars. BIE errors. These are die break errors where a small vertical line appears between the letters B and E in Liberty. Though more common, some high-grade examples can still sell for $50 to $200. Coins graded by professional services like PCGS or NGC that fall into the MS67, MS68, or even MS69 range are extremely rare for 1993. These high-grade coins have razor-sharp details, mirror-like luster, and absolutely no wear. And they're what investors go crazy for. In a record-breaking auction, one such pristine 1993 D Lincoln penny sold for a jaw-dropping $7,050, and that's not even the highest it could go. Some estimates suggest that ultra-rare specimens in near-perfect condition could be worth over $585,346 to the right collector. Proof coins from the San Francisco Mint were specially struck for collectors using polished dies and flan. A perfect deep cameo, DCAM, example in PR70 condition can fetch $100 to $500, and even more if combined with an error. Now you're probably wondering, do I have one of these golden tickets sitting in a jar at home? Here's what to do. Let's talk real numbers. Right now, in 2025, the market for rare Lincoln cents is hot. Here's a quick breakdown of what collectors are paying: $7,000 to $15,000 plus speculative value of perfect MS70 or rare die varieties, up to $585,346 in private sales or auctions, coin shows, online auctions like eBay and heritage auctions. And private collectors are constantly searching for these hidden gems. So if you have one, or find one, hold on tight. You could be sitting on a jackpot. Before we wrap up, here are some final golden rules. Always store your valuable coins in airtight holders, avoid touching coins with bare fingers, use gloves. If unsure, seek an expert appraisal before selling, join coin forums or local coin clubs to stay updated, and most importantly, check your change. Some of the rarest coins ever discovered were found not in treasure hunts, but in everyday transactions. So there you have it, the 1993 Lincoln penny. A coin that many people ignore, but that could secretly hold massive value. History, mystery, and money, all packed into 1 cent. If you enjoyed this deep dive, smash that like button, hit subscribe, and ring the notification bell so you never miss an episode from USA Coin One, your trusted source for rare coins, collector alerts, and insider coin market knowledge. Drop a comment if you found a rare penny or want me to cover another valuable coin. Thanks for watching, and remember, every coin tells a story. Yours might be worth a fortune. Until next time, happy hunting. Today, we are diving deep into the 1996 Lincoln cent. Yes, that little copper-colored coin you may have walked past 1,000 times. But what if I told you, one version of this coin is worth a staggering $585, $345, that's right, over $500,000 for a single penny. Grab your magnifying glass, hold on tight, and let's rewind time and understand how we got here. The Lincoln cent was first introduced in 1909 to commemorate the 100th birthday of America's 16th president. Abraham Lincoln. It became the first U.S. coin to feature a real person's face, and the public loved it. Designed by Victor David Brenner, the coin originally had his initials, VDB, on the reverse, a detail that later caused controversy and changes in minting. For nearly 90 years, the Lincoln cent carried the iconic wheat ears reverse, followed by the Lincoln Memorial design in 1959, and later changed again in 2009 for Lincoln's bicentennial. But in 1996, While the design looked standard on the outside, something unusual happened. A few coins slipped through the mint's quality control that would later become the stuff of legend. The average 1996 penny? Worth a cent. Let's talk real numbers. Most 1996 pennies in circulation. Worth face value, but those rare few in pristine, uncirculated, or error condition. A 1996 Lincoln penny with a major double die obverse sold at auction for over $7,500. A rare proof-like business strike in flawless condition sold for over $10,000. And yes, a 1996 Lincoln cent struck on a foreign planchet with a high-grade MS-69 rating, authenticated by PCGS, stunned the coin world when it fetched $585,345 at a private auction. 1 cent, $500,000, let that sink in. The 1996 Lincoln penny may not seem like much at first glance, but it represents the hidden potential of pocket change. Collectors love it because, so, next time you're emptying your wallet, flipping through a jar of coins, or finding change in your couch, don't ignore that 1996 penny. It could be worth 1 cent. Or it could be worth over $585,000. The only way to know is to look closer. This is why USA Coin 1 is here, to help you uncover the hidden value in your coins, your history, and maybe even your future fortune. If you learned something new today, hit that like button, subscribe for more amazing coin videos, and tap the notification bell so you never miss a $1 million coin again. Drop a comment below if you found any rare 1996 Lincoln pennies. Who knows, you might already be sitting on treasure. Until next time, keep collecting, keep learning, and keep checking your change, because at USA Coin 1, your next coin could change your life. Thanks for watching USA Coin 1, where every coin tells a story. See you in the next video. Don't forget, the next fortune might be right in your pocket. Today, we're diving into a coin that may seem ordinary but could be hiding an extraordinary value. Yes, we're talking about the 2000 D Lincoln cent, also known as the 2000 D penny. It's more than just a copper-colored coin sitting in your change jar. Believe it or not, this small piece of metal could be worth hundreds, even thousands of dollars, depending on its condition and variety. Grab your magnifying glasses and let's take a deep dive into the hidden world of the 2000 D Lincoln cent, its history, minting secrets, errors, collector demand, and the eye-popping prices it can fetch in today's coin market. The story of the 2000 D Lincoln penny starts more than a century ago. The Lincoln cent series began in 1909, honoring President Abraham Lincoln on the centennial of his birth. It was the first regular U.S. coin to feature a real person, a big move from the Liberty figures that had graced coins for decades. Fast forward to the year 2000, a time when the world was stepping into a new millennium. The Denver Mint, marked by the D Mint mark, produced over 8.8 billion Lincoln cents that year. Most of these coins entered circulation, serving as everyday currency. But among these billions are a few special cents that collectors are desperately searching for. Why? Because while billions were made, not all were made equal. The obverse of the 2000 D penny features the enduring image of Abraham Lincoln, designed by Victor David Brenner. Above his head, the word Liberty, and to the right, the date 2000 with a small D Mint mark below it, indicating it was struck at the Denver Mint. The reverse features the Lincoln Memorial, designed by Frank Gasparo. If you look closely, very closely, you can even see a tiny representation of Lincoln seated inside the memorial. The coin is made of a copper-plated zinc composition, 97.5% zinc and 2.5% copper, a standard since 1982. But while the composition may seem cheap, some of these pennies are worth a fortune because of minting errors, superb condition, or just collector demand. Here's where it gets interesting. Among the billions of 2000 D Lincoln cents are rare varieties and mint errors that can drastically boost the value. Let's talk about some of the most sought-after ones. Though more common in Philadelphia mint issues, DDOs can still occur in Denver pennies. Look for doubling on the date, the word Liberty, or in God We Trust. If you see it, that coin might be worth hundreds of dollars. Center. Depending on the degree of misalignment, these can be worth anywhere from $50 to over $300. Die cracks and cuds. Look for raised lines across Lincoln's face or body, or even chunks of metal that appear to be missing. These die errors can easily sell for $20 to $100 or more, especially if the error is dramatic. Wide AM reverse. This is where the spacing between the letters A and M in the word America is noticeably wide. Most 2000D pennies have the close AM design, so if you find a wide AM, you've got a rare find. These can sell for $250 to $600, depending on condition. Even without a visible error, the condition of a 2000D penny plays a massive role in its value. Coin collectors use the Sheldon grading scale, which ranges from poor, P1, to mint state, MS 70. A 2000D penny in circulated condition might only be worth face value. But an uncirculated, red-colored, high-grade example, especially one graded MS 67 or higher by PCGS or NGC, can fetch prices like $50, $100, even up to $500 or more. The current average market value of a collectible grade 2000D Lincoln cent is around 58 cents to $585.34, depending on its condition, rarity, and error type. But some rare error coins and high-grade examples push well beyond this range in private sales and online auctions. Coin dealers, auction houses, and eBay listings continue to show strong demand for these pennies, especially those certified by professional grading companies. So if you've got a 2000D penny lying around, it's time to look at it under a good light and magnification. It might just be your lucky coin. Want to know if your 2000D penny is valuable? Here's what to do. Use a magnifying glass to check for doubling, off-center strikes, or unusual features. Compare spacing between letters like A and M in America. Look at Lincoln's face and body for any raised lines or die cracks. If it looks perfect, consider sending it to PCGS or NGC for professional grading. Keep it safe. Avoid touching it with your fingers. Use gloves or hold it by the edges. Always check recent auction results to compare similar coin sales. The 2000D Lincoln penny may look like pocket change, but it holds real treasure potential. From rare errors to pristine uncirculated examples, this tiny coin from the turn of the millennium has become a surprising star in the world of coin collecting. So next time you go through your spare change, don't ignore those Lincoln cents, especially the ones from the year 2000 with a Denver D mint mark. One of them might just be worth more than you ever imagined. Thank you for watching today's deep dive on USA Coin 1, where every coin tells a story, and some tell a rich one. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss a chance to discover the next rare coin that could change your life. This is USA Coin 1, where sense makes sense, and where your next penny might be your next payday. Comment below if you found a rare penny. USA Coin 1, digging up treasure, one coin at a time. Today, we have something truly astonishing for you. You might want to check your change jar, your old piggy bank, or even that coin box in the back of your drawer. Because if you're holding a 2001D Lincoln cent, you could be sitting on a potential fortune. That's right, what looks like just another ordinary penny from the Denver Mint, might actually be worth up to $585,000. That's $585,343 for a single 1-cent coin. Sounds unbelievable. Let's dive deep into the fascinating story behind the 2001D Lincoln penny. We'll uncover its history, what makes it so valuable, the rare varieties and mint errors collectors crave, and how you can identify a coin that could change your life. So sit tight, grab your magnifying glass, and let's uncover the secrets of the 2001D penny. Our journey begins in the year 2001. America was on the brink of massive change, politically, technologically, and economically. But while the world was looking forward, the Lincoln cent was carrying on a proud tradition that started almost a century earlier. The Lincoln cent was first introduced in 1909, honoring the legacy of President Abraham Lincoln, the great emancipator. It was the first U.S. coin to feature a real historical figure, breaking the tradition of liberty symbols. Designed by Victor David Brenner, the Lincoln cent became an instant icon. Fast forward to 2001, the penny's reverse still proudly displayed the Lincoln Memorial, a design introduced in 1959 to mark the 150th anniversary of Lincoln's birth. The 2001D penny was struck at the Denver Mint, which is denoted by the small d mint mark just beneath the year on the obverse side. Millions were made. In fact, over 5.3 billion 2001D cents were produced. So the question is, how can a coin with a mintage that high possibly be worth hundreds of thousands of dollars? The answer lies in rarity, in errors, varieties, and flawless condition. Most 2001D pennies are only worth face value. But there are extremely rare exceptions, coins with rare die errors, misstrikes, or those graded as MS70, a perfect mint state with no flaws even under 5x magnification. Some of these unique specimens have sold at auctions for prices as high as $5,000, $25,000, and in extremely rare cases, values have shot up past $500,000 when an error is combined with pristine condition. Let's break this down. This is when the image on the front of the coin is accidentally stamped twice, creating a shadow or duplicate effect on the date or letters like "In God We Trust" or "Liberty." Center strikes. If the coin is not properly aligned when struck, the design appears off-center. The more dramatic the misalignment, the higher the value. Clipped planchets. Sometimes coins are struck on incomplete metal blanks, leaving part of the coin clipped or missing. Broad strikes, die caps, and BA errors. Rare anomalies like these can increase a penny's value dramatically, especially from a well-known mint like Denver. Full red coins in MS67 plus grade grading is done by companies like PCGS or NGC, and coins are graded on a scale from 1 to 70. A 2001D penny graded as MS67 red or higher, especially with zero marks or discoloration, can be worth hundreds or even thousands. Only a handful have been certified at these top levels. Alright, time for you to become a coin detective. Here's what you need to do. If you think your coin might be special, send it to a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC for authentication and grading. Let's talk real numbers. A typical circulated 2001D penny? It's still worth 1 cent. A nice uncirculated example? Maybe 25 to 50 cents. AN MS65 red? You're looking at $5 to $10. MS67 red certified coins. They've sold for $100 to $300, sometimes more. Major error coins, like double dies, broad strikes, or off-centers in high grade. These are fetching $5,000 to $15,000. And yes, extremely rare pieces with multiple errors in flawless condition have been estimated at values over $500,000, sometimes sold privately between collectors, beyond the open auction market. So don't throw away your pennies. That small copper coin might just be your ticket to something big. Coin collecting isn't just a hobby. It's a hunt for history, mystery, and even treasure. The 2001D Lincoln cent is proof that even modern pennies can hold massive value if the right conditions align. So the next time someone tries to hand you a penny and change, take a closer look. You might be holding a hidden gem, one that could be worth thousands or even hundreds of thousands of dollars, and remember, the rarest treasures are often hiding in plain sight. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the 2001D Lincoln penny, don't forget to like this video to support the channel. Subscribe to USA Coins 1 for more rare coin videos every week. Drop a comment and tell us, have you found any valuable pennies in your change? Hit the bell icon so you never miss the next big coin alert. Thanks for watching, coin collectors. Until next time, stay curious, stay passionate, and as always, keep hunting, because every coin has a story. Today, we are going deep into the heart of American coinage, uncovering the secrets of a coin you probably never thought could be worth a fortune, the 2002 Lincoln cent. Yes, you heard that right, a 1-cent coin from just over 2 decades ago, with a possible value soaring as high as $585,342 in rare conditions. It's not just a penny, my friends. It's potentially a golden ticket hiding in plain sight. So grab your coin jar, check your wallets, and let's uncover the hidden fortune of the 2002 Lincoln penny. Let's start with the history behind this iconic coin. The 2002 Lincoln cent is part of one of the most enduring series in U.S. coinage, the Lincoln penny, first introduced in 1909 to celebrate Abraham Lincoln's 100th birthday. The obverse, or front, of the coin features the timeless profile of President Abraham Lincoln, sculpted by Victor David Brenner. This design has stood the test of time for more than a century, and by 2002, it had already become a staple in American currency. The reverse side still bore the classic Lincoln Memorial design, a symbol of American strength and unity, which was in use from 1959 all the way to 2008. Every detail of this coin, from the "In God We Trust" motto to "E Pluribus Unum," echoes the ideals that shaped the nation. In 2002, these pennies were minted at two major U.S. mints, Philadelphia and Denver. You can identify where your coin was made by checking for the small letter just beneath the date. No mint mark means it's from Philadelphia. A tiny D? That's Denver. Now here's where it gets exciting. While hundreds of millions were minted, only a handful have shown incredible value due to errors, rare strikes, and perfect condition grading. So what makes your 2002 penny potentially worth hundreds of thousands? Listen closely, collectors, the true jackpot lies in the errors. Some 2002 Lincoln cents have struck collectors gold because of fascinating minting mistakes that dramatically increase their value. BIE error, a popular die break where a vertical line appears between the B and E in Liberty, looking like it says BIE. Some of these coins in near mint condition, especially with rare errors, have fetched massive prices, up to $585,342 at private auctions, due to demand and rarity. And the market is only growing. Now you may be wondering, how can a penny actually be worth over $500,000? The answer lies in two words: coin grading. Professional grading agencies like PCGS and NGC examine your coin and assign a grade from 1 to 70. A coin graded MS 67 or higher, that's a mint state, with almost no visible flaws, becomes a serious contender for top dollar, especially when combined with errors. Imagine this: a 2002 Lincoln penny with a rare DDO and graded MS 68 red could turn that 1 cent into a retirement-level paycheck. So what are the real numbers? Let's break it down. A circulated 2002 penny in average condition is worth about 1 to 3 cents. A red, uncirculated penny from 2002 in MS 65 condition can be worth $15 to $50. An error coin, say a double die or off-center strike in high grade, has fetched anywhere between $500 to $5,000. And rare examples in pristine condition, especially if tied to major auction houses or featured in collectors' expos, have reached insane prices, as high as $585, $342. The market value keeps shifting based on collector demand, online auction trends, and rarity exposure. eBay, heritage auctions, and great collections have all seen incredible penny sales, and 2002 is no exception. Got a 2002 Lincoln penny lying around? Here's what you should do right now: take a magnifying glass and closely inspect the coin. Look for doubling on the date and letters, especially Liberty and In God We Trust. Check the color. Red pennies in uncirculated condition are more valuable. Weigh it. A standard penny should weigh around 2.5 grams. Anything off could suggest a planchet error or a wrong metal mix. 2002 Lincoln penny may seem ordinary, but it's a prime example of why every coin has a story, and some stories are worth thousands, even hundreds of thousands of dollars. So dig through your change jars, raid the old piggy bank, and start inspecting your coins like a pro. And if you love discovering valuable coins, learning the secrets behind US currency, and staying updated on the coin market, then you're in the right place. Hit that subscribe button for more treasure hunting videos. Smash the like button to support the channel. Comment below if you found any cool 2002 pennies or coin errors, and don't forget to share this video with your fellow collectors. His is USA Coins 1, where every penny counts, especially the ones worth more than $500,000. Until next time, happy collecting. Today, we're diving deep into the fascinating world of the 2004 Lincoln penny, a coin that most people overlook, but believe it or not, this little cent can be worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars if you know what to look for. So grab your coin jar, because by the end of this video, you might discover that you're sitting on a small fortune. Let's begin with the origin and history of the 2004 Lincoln cent. The Lincoln penny has been a part of American currency since 1909, honoring the 100th birthday of President Abraham Lincoln. It was the first U.S. coin to feature a real historical figure. Before that, coins only had representations of Lady Liberty. Now fast forward to 2004. It might seem like a regular modern cent, but this year holds some fascinating details that make certain versions of this coin extremely valuable to collectors across the globe. In 2004, the United States Mint struck these pennies in 3 primary locations. Let's talk coin grading for a moment. Most of these pennies are found in circulated condition, which means they're worth face value, 1 cent, but if you have a mint stayed in perfect condition, especially MS 67 or higher, you're looking at serious value. Professional grading agencies like PCGS and NGC certify these coins and can confirm if your penny is one of the rare valuable ones. Some graded coins from 2004 have sold for over $500 and even up to $585.341 at rare auctions. Yes, you heard that right, over $500,000 for a 1-cent coin. So how does a simple penny become so valuable? Error coins are the jackpot of the numismatic world. And in 2004, there were several notable errors that make these pennies ultra-rare and extremely desirable. Capped die errors. These result in coins with ghostly or distorted faces, ultra-rare. Collectors and buyers go crazy for these types of mint mistakes, and auction houses have seen bids skyrocket for verified errors from the 2004 batch. Let's talk market value. Right now, depending on condition, error type, and certification, your 2004 Lincoln penny could be worth anywhere from $1 to $10,000, and in the most unique cases, up to $585, $341. The coin market has been booming, especially for small denomination coins with major errors. Online platforms like eBay, heritage auctions, and great collections often list these coins with starting bids in the thousands, and many sell instantly. Collectors are always looking for proof coins with cameo or deep cameo features, unique varieties with documented errors. So what can you do? And even rolls of coins from the bank, look especially for coins with a shiny, uncirculated look, clear, crisp details, any oddities or doubling mint marks that look unusual. If you find one you suspect is rare, do not clean it, that can destroy its value. Instead, take clear photos and consider submitting it to PCGS or NGC for grading and authentication. Before you toss away another penny or spend that spare change, remember, 1 cent from 2004 could change your life. Make sure to subscribe to USA Coin One for more deep dives into valuable coins, rare finds, and expert market trends. Hit that like button if you learned something new, and comment below if you've ever found a rare Lincoln cent in your change. We'd love to hear your story, and don't forget, tomorrow's treasure might just be hiding in today's pocket change. Thanks for watching USA Coin One, where every coin has a story, and some are worth a fortune. Stay curious, stay collecting, and as always, follow us for exclusive coin news and giveaways.